Good morning, 9 o'clock a.m. on August 1st, 2023. So here's a Doug thing. I'm in the kitchen thinking about, is today this? It's Tuesday. Is this the second Tuesday of the month for Windows Update? When I knew it was August 1st. Didn't take me too long to realize that, but I had to ask. Checking audio. I had to ask. Yeah, there's audio. That's a working. Pop out chat. Make it big. What do I have to talk about today? I don't remember if I have anything queued up for today or not. Matthew Barnes says, great trailer, Doug. Dennis, my redirect went to Doug's Fortnite stream. Oh, well, I left a link for arriving here. Nick Poverman, great trailer. And my great nephew asked me, Uncle Nick, what does inconsequential mean? I said, don't worry, it's not that important. Tim Tech says, great trailer, Doug. John Williams, great trailer. Mike Wojcik, for those who didn't see it, this is the one where Jenny and I swap heads so she can experience what it's like to be in my shoes. Tim says, thanks for our help with the Outlook mail, Doug. That was something we covered yesterday. You are welcome. Thank you for the question. Questions. I need questions. I need questions. I need something to talk about, right? Carrie has a new show today if you're looking to do a redirect. Yes, thank you. The trailer gave me a strong sense of deja vu. Selden Ball, that was not a new trailer. Maybe you had a sense of deja vu because you have seen it before. Alice says, hi, everyone. Fun trailer. Oystein, hi, everyone from Norwegian Mountains. Great trailer. Nick Poverman, I finished imaging over 100 laptops. Dell released a BIOS update today that happens as soon as you turn on these laptops. It takes over 10 minutes. Ugh. Frankie B, hello all. Austin Grace, hello to everyone in chat. It's funny, I was also thinking about Windows Update today. And let's see. Oh, that Dell BIOS update. So that's happening not on a Update Tuesday. Tony Wallow with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that so much. Now, come back here to the Doug cam, as Dennis calls it, and see. Oh my gosh. I gotta go over here. I was going over here to see what I have in comments, but I'm signed in with the Grandpa Doug Learns Fortnite channel. So I gotta switch account to Live Windows Training. Then I can go to these panels and refresh them. And it should show the studio here, and this one should show the live studio. YouTube Studio and Live Studio, two different things. This one's called Studio, but it's the Live Studio. 21 concurrent viewers, 4 likes, chat revenue, $1.99. I go to edit here, then customization. I'll go see who's available for a redirect. There's Carrie Holzman. Josh Kinder's got a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll redirect to Carrie Holzman, which is at 1 o'clock Pacific time, his usual start time. It's his normal start time for Fridays. Today is not Friday for those of you who are keeping track. Chat comments. I think I'm already zoomed in. No, I'm not zoomed in. Barney Short, this one's been around for a while. It's 4 days ago. Says, hey, thanks for answering my comment about whether the chassis supports Blu-ray burner option. That was he originally commented on a video about the Dell 7010 from previous, where I was showing the internals. He was asking about whether it could have a CD drive installed. Says, I forgot to mention I was after a half height 5¼ inch device, not a slim optical solution. Slim optical solution, 5½ inch. The Dell calls it a slim optical solution. It is a 5¼ inch device, but it's full height. That's what the difference is, I think. This is because I seem to have less problems with the larger devices. Less problems with the larger devices. Sounds like he wants the larger device rather than a half height. I'm confused. Don't know what he's talking about. The normal phrase is I'm confused and don't know what I'm doing. Since you answered my question, I resign myself to having no internal Blu-ray burning solution and purchased the Dell Tower 7010 i3 13100, which has no space for half-height optical drive. But after discovering several deficiencies with the chassis, meaning the Noiser thermal solution, no rear 3.5 millimeter audio out, no rubber feet, chassis thumb screw operation problem when thicker I/O card bracket installed. Hang on. Reading these just chokes me up, you know. Compared to my previous 3040 mini tower, I returned it. Dell refunded in full. Thank you, Dell. Although bear in mind, it probably would not have been returned if it was as good as my old 3040 mini tower. I ordered the new, larger Optiplex 7000 tower, i5-12500, and to my surprise, the slim optical drive can be easily removed along with the cage it is attached to and an additional front fascia section. And my half-height Blu-ray burner slots in just fine. Good. Well, I'm happy for that solution. It's not a new question from Barney, and I knew that. I had already read through this a few days ago. And I think the most significant takeaway that I want to point out about this is that his original conversation with Adele, I don't know if it was in the chat room or by phone, was they said you can't put a Blu-ray into the computer. And it could be that the Dell person was limiting his thoughts to the specific computer that Barney had proposed to buy or was looking to buy, and wasn't thinking in a broader term. It might have been that if he'd asked the question, do any of the Dell computers allow me to do this? He might have got a different response. I don't know. Maybe he already went down that road. He might have asked that question, and the person he was talking to wasn't very well informed and gave him an incorrect answer. But the point there is when you're having a conversation with anyone, whether it's a customer or a client or friend or relative's got a problem with the computer, try asking bigger picture questions and don't let the conversation get pigeonholed into a narrow conversation. And I'm wondering if that's going to be, let's see, who was it that was having the issue that we talked about yesterday? It was Martin Hogg. I was suspecting that we might have originally been sucked into his belief or suspicion that the keyboard was causing the problem with his laptop not turning on. So yesterday I talked about looking at a bigger picture. Maybe that's not the reason why the computer's not turning on. Now, I haven't heard back from Martin yet, and I have not sent him any communication letting him know that I discussed that yesterday. I should do that. Is he in chat today? No. Oh, but I haven't. Are there any other comments here? Nope, not in comments. So the next comment to respond to, Brian Vandy, 4002. I installed Sabrent Rocket 2230 NVMe, 1 terabyte, and so far it's working fine. I made sure, what's this? Is there something else under there? My zoom level, and maybe I'm not seeing it. I made sure that I had the latest. Yeah, I made sure I had all the latest updates for Windows 11 22H2 and the latest firmware on my Surface Pro 8. I used the Macron Reflect version to clone, making sure I expanded the primary partition during the setup process. Good. Much easier when you do it that way. So far, it is working fine. And I've run a few benchmarks with no issues. So far, so good. Very good. So that was a comment in response to this video, where it looks like I must have been doing an NVMe upgrade and also discussing blue screen of death solutions, and that was during a Windows Daily show from the Windows Daily 164. Oh, that was 100 shows ago. Today is 264. Exactly, 100 shows ago. So thanks for sharing that with us, Brandy, or Brian. Why did I say? Oh, Brandy. That's. I'm kind of shortening that name, Brian Vandy to Brandy. No, William Dawson, button, which do I push? Too many buttons. That was a response to a glitch that I had yesterday with my buttons. Something about my buttons. I don't remember what. Mr. Moonwalker Tim. So this is Tim Sowell. Thank you so much, Doug. Great info on Outlook. I showed one person at work how to fix their Outlook. This is in response to yesterday's video where I showed how to do that. Because it is a new computer, so we had to create a new profile. Windows 11 is a little different now. I guess I should say that had to do with in Microsoft Outlook, they weren't getting signatures automatically appearing when they created a new email. So yesterday I showed how to fix that. I also fixed mine at home and at work on my new office. In my new office, actually old office, just moved back in there after many years. I emailed links to the rest of the people that have new computers to your video. There's some happy people at PNM CNC Company, which is where Tim works. Wow, thank you, Tim. So the people in your office actually, you gave them link to my video. Now, I would hope that you, for polite or courtesy to them, let's see if you did, and I think Tim knows this, but I'm going to go ahead and show it anyway. If I go over here to my channel, and if you want to share a specific part of one of my videos with somebody, a great way to do it is go into that video and find the spot that you want to share. Let's just pretend this is the place that you want to share. Then click on share and be sure to click this checkbox. Start at 1024 and then click copy. Then go paste that link into an email to that person, and that'll take them directly to the spot in the video that you're trying to share with them. Because it's a real nuisance if you send them the link to my overall video and expect them to watch through the whole thing, trying to figure out what you're trying to share with them. So let's see, get a thumbs up and a heart for that. I don't need to send him a message. Thumbs up and heart on that one. I will send a reply to him giving a link to this point in the video where I responded to those two people. All right. Come back to DougCam and see if I have any emails flagged to talk about today. I do not. And do I have any bookmarks flagged for today? I do not. So let's go back to the chat room, see if there's anything there to talk about. Oh, no. First, something on Tim Stout's. I'm never going to live that one down. He's going to make some kind of smart A comment about that tonight. Tim Stout. Ken Stout last night on his show asked a question about whether the lock screen image was the same on everybody's computers. This background, this wallpaper here is not the lock screen. This is the desktop wallpaper by virtue of Bing wallpaper. Down at the bottom here, I'm highlighting my mouse, floating my mouse over that B. That's the Bing wallpaper. And that is the same on Big Beast and Baby Beast. But the lock screen is not the same. So I'm wondering about that. So here I'm going to punch over to Baby Beast. There's Baby Beast. It's the same wallpaper, desktop wallpaper. But if I do Windows key L on Baby Beast, there's the lock screen. Ken also demonstrated last night, or discovered with the help of the Zoom homies. If you don't know what a Zoom homie is, you got to go watch the Ken Stout show, Ken Stout live show, Ken Stout live show, also known as Ken the Stout live show. Get past it, Doug. That I should be able to do lock screen on Big Beast to show you what my lock screen is without crashing the stream. And that was because I think it was Sam that tested that on Ken's show. So maybe towards the end of the stream I'll try that, because I don't feel quite confident about it yet. Now, go back to chat. See where I left off. I was around here. Glad I catch the trailer since I didn't see it before from Oystein. Alice, is there anyone else having issues with Windows 10 lately? Nick says, always. What issue are you having now, Alice? Expect that's coming up. All right. We can start. I'm here now from Ken. I started before you. Yeah, Ken must have been off eating somewhere, right? Because that's a Ken thing to do, right? He's off eating somewhere. If you don't get that inside joke, it's because you haven't been watching the Ken Stout live show. Nick Poverman to Alice, I sometimes have to get updates from the Microsoft Update Catalog when the updates do not work. Is that what Alice is having troubles with? Did she say she's having trouble with updates? No, I don't think so. Josh says, I like your back wallpaper. Alice, how do you do that? Oh, the updates from Microsoft Update Catalog. We might be going down that road soon. Silden to me, since you asked for questions, do any of your clients use virtual desktop under Windows? I suspect the answer is no. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Selden Ball is exactly right. None of my clients use virtual desktop. If I were to use that word, that term, in front of my clients in a conversation with my clients, I would get a blank deer in the headlights stare. What is a virtual desktop? I have virtual computers set up on this. I have so rarely used them. I just don't have that much need. Was today's trailer new or the same as yesterday? Today's trailer was not new. It's a rerun, but it was different than yesterday's. And so Ken didn't see it, obviously. You can see my trailers up to 22 hours in advance because I usually schedule the new show within an hour or two after ending a show. But I don't think I did that. I think I scheduled today's show last night. Might have even been after the Ken Stout live show ran. In fact, a good time for you to go check that out, Ken Stout Live, is on the Ken Stout Live show. Go see if I have a trailer ready yet. That should be part of your show. That should be a segment on your show, Ken the Stout, or Ken the Stoutly. Nick, you need the KB number and look it up. Thanks, I will take a look. Look, here's an example. So here's the address to get to the Microsoft Update Catalog. But another way to do it, here's the KB number. But let's suppose you're having troubles with a particular KB number. So if I go to Windows Update, I like to do it by hitting the Windows key and type Update Settings. That takes me into here. I'm only going in here to find a valid KB number. If I view Update History, or if you want to find out what did a particular update do. So like this update rate number, KB 5102, I can click on it and it takes me straight into the description of what that KB number is or what it's about. Now I can also, if I have a KB number such as this one, I just drag my mouse over it and then Control-C to copy it. Then I'll go over here to the New tab and just paste that into a search. And then if you find a search result for the Update Catalog, this should take you straight to that particular update. Now, when you get to this update, see, there's a whole bunch of them listed here, but you have to click on the right one for your computer. And so one way to find that is if you have an x64 system, which was what most people watching this channel would have. x64 means it's a 64-bit operating system. You could come up here and narrow down this search by typing x64 and then click search. Now you should see only the search results that have that KB number and that's for a 64-bit operating system. Then you can look through these and see what are the difference for these. Dynamic cumulative update for Windows 10 version. And you got to narrow down which one of these is right for you. You should be able to narrow it down to a single one. Oh, these two out here say GDR. So that's for the European version. So you can eliminate those two. So the one you want is one of these two. This one is version 10 LTSB, and that's a different version of Windows. So it might be eliminating that one. Other than that, oh, here. This is cumulative update for Windows 10 version 22H2. If you're currently using 21H2, you would use this one. If you're currently using 22H, did I say that right? If you're using 22H2 now, you would use this one. If you're using 21H2 now, you would use this one. Then you can download it, and that's a way to install that update manually. Alice, cheers, that's helpful. Josh, Ken, I would not be able to type all that out. This is for Windows 11, but it is the same for Windows 10 too. Yeah, and that's a thing worth pointing out is when you go look at these a little more detail, like if we go click into this one, it typically says in here that it is, where does this say? Package details, install resources. There's a misleading piece. Yeah, here, architecture, AMD 64. Makes you think that's only for AMD? No, not so. Every single update in here says AMD 64 architecture. So it does not mean you have to have an AMD processor to use that update. Nick says he uses that all the time. Speedy C, hi Doug and Jack. Bad luck on Fortnite Game 3 loss. Oh well, better luck tomorrow. Speedy C, the thing you should be pointing out about this morning's game is there were 3 games. In the first game, I got the winning kill. In the second game, I got the first kill of our team in that game, and I got the winning kill, meaning we came in first place twice. Now, that first game where I got the winning kill, I only got 1 kill in the whole game. I just got lucky. Well, all of that was just lucky. Dennis and I play Fortnite every day. We have a lot of fun. We have partners. Our strategy, this is our strategy. We bring in partners who are better than us, who can carry us. Some Fortnites, well, actually, that's not quite right. We bring in really, really good pro players, and then Dennis and I pretend to not be very good because it's our strategy for an entertaining show. I forgot, which way are the eyes supposed to dart if you're lying? I don't remember. That was fun. Potential spam ringing in on my phone. Quelch that. Speedy C, hi Doug and chat. Boom, I already read that. Nick Poverman, to me, you should do a show showing people how to use Microsoft Update Catalog. Didn't I just do that? I know he was asking for that. He was asking for that before I did it, and I'm reading this after I did that. Londog to Nick, Windows Catalog is very specific, and to your above question, yes, there's an update to Windows 10, but it's its own update, different than 11, because the features added between the 2 machines. Yeah, when you see this KB number was for Windows 10. Now here's something else you can do. Is let's suppose you want this update, but the Windows 11 version. So if you click on this update to get into it to where you can copy and paste, highlight over this. If you want this one, 2203, cumulative update for Windows 10 version, I'm going to Control C to copy that and close that window. Come over here, Control V to paste that. Then come back here to the 10 and change that to 11. Now we don't have the specific KB number put in there. So now we search, and that gets us the Windows 11 version for that 220307 update. That's the July 2nd Tuesday of the month update. And it appears that it was actually re-updated. See, originally that must have been July 11th. July 11th, was that the 2nd Tuesday of July? Looking here, yes, July 11th. And then these ones here that were updated July 26th, apparently there was a previous version of these and they were updated to July 26th. Now we could confirm that by clicking into this one and then looking at package details and see if this, let's see, where's the superseded? 220302, did this supersede the prior 22? Yeah, here's 2023-07, it superseded that one, and it's a different KB number. overview, supported language classification. Where's the superseded? It's in here somewhere. It tells which one this superseded, if it did. Language selection, package details. Oh, no, here. This update has been replaced by the following update. This update replaced, oh, this is superseded. So this update replaces or is in place of all of these prior ones. So if you are currently on any of these prior Second Tuesday updates, then this update could directly replace that prior one. And it did include in here a 2023-07. And that was, oh, let's go look at, here's something interesting. If I go find that 2023-07, there, this one was KB, was this KB number. I'm going to try to copy that. Just shows another way for you to maneuver around through this catalog and understand what's going on. I'm going to try double clicking on that. Good, double click, work, Control C. Now if I go look up that, I click in this field, do Control A to select the whole thing, Control V to paste. If I go to that particular update, I should find that this update has been superseded. When I click into it and look on this package details page, see here, it shows this update has been replaced by the following update, and it shows the one that we just came from. So you can see the chain of updates. Which updates is the one that I'm looking at replacing, and has it been replaced by something else? Okay. Not to mention the way the OS is laid out. If you want that particular update for Windows 10, you have to search for it specifically. It was only an example. Why not use regular Windows Update? Are you having some kind of problem? Yeah, well, Alice was saying she's having some kind of problem, but I don't think she's told us yet what the problem is. I'm just scanning down here for Alice's other comments to see, because she asked, is anyone having troubles with Windows 10? Well, it's got to be more specific with that. Lots of people around the world are having troubles with Windows 10. I don't see anything about what her specific issue is. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I'm in the middle of something. Didn't mean to. Zvi, I have a new update for Windows 10 waiting 2023's CL07 cumulative update preview for Windows 10. Catalog, yeah, so the preview updates are usually come in as optional. I'll see if I have a preview update available. I generally do not take the preview updates because you're kind of volunteering. See, here it is, cumulative update preview. So that means you want to be a guinea pig. You want to be one of the first people to try this. So it's optional here. If you never select this one, it will eventually become, an automatic update. I'm not entirely sure whether it will be this KB number. I'm guessing that it won't be this KB number because they'd have to take out the word preview. I've never tried to follow that progress. When the next, let's see, 07, cumulative update preview. Now this is August, and this is a July cumulative update preview. Maybe that will become the, all right, well, this makes sense. Maybe this is what it is. And Zvi might know this. The July update preview coming out at the end of July. I don't know when this first showed up, but probably not just today. It's out, some people select it. And then does that update become the second Tuesday in August update under a different KB number? And how would you be able to figure that out? Does package details, let's see, if we get into, could you somehow, oh, I know what it would be, is if you go back and look at that, let's see, 502-8185, 502-8185, oh, this is it. Yeah, this is, oh, this says cumulative update. 502, is that the one you're looking at? 502, no, 8244, 8244. 8244. So this one. And 8244. So if I go look at that now, let's look at the 8X64. and package details. It has not been replaced. Now, after the second Tuesday of August, if we come back and look at this KB number, will it show that it has been replaced by the cumulative update for August for 2023-08? That would show that, yes, the cumulative update in the last half of any particular month is rolled forward, or at least sometimes rolled forward into becoming the cumulative update for the second Tuesday in the following month. That would make sense because that update preview should be testing everything that's going to come out on the following second Tuesday. I wonder how many people are just eyes are rolling in their head, not caring about this subject. I only use Window Update Catalog for specific problems. I don't go there for normal updates. Yeah, me too. I only do that for specific problems. If an update is failing to install, I'll go to the Update Catalog, download it manually, and sometimes you can get that update installed that way. Josh, as I type, my phone says what I'm typing, so I know what I am saying all the time. Londog, the catalog has updates that sometimes a machine just doesn't see, or it's an update that somehow got forgotten in the past. Well, it may have been superseded by another update. Nick Poverman, sometimes I do, and Alice asked about it. Alice, that's very helpful. A lot of people want you to watch their whole videos and get upset. All right, pissy. When they don't, when you're looking for answers. Yeah, so that was about giving a particular timestamp. Again, generally speaking, I don't use the catalog. It's not necessary, but it's good practice. It's also kind of, I find it, I like kind of knowing some of the background of how that all is working. I think you have to know what you're looking for. Is that not correct? Yeah, but the way you know what you're looking for is because you've got an update that's failing to install and your computer's telling you what that KB number is. But if you use the Windows Update, it scans your machine, gives you the update. I don't think the catalog can do that's for specific updates. Yeah, the catalog doesn't scan your computer. Chris, I disabled the lock screen. I will not say what I think about it. Thank you. I think yesterday's update from Microsoft messed up my Bing wallpaper somehow. I'm back to standard wallpaper. Ken Stout, I tested as well. Will not disconnect you from your live stream. So I'll do that at the end here. My redirect is to Carrie's show, so I know that I'm over time. Tim says, good news, ATT paid my whole bill this month because of tower issues. Oh, cool. Hi, everyone. Blessings to you all from Tim. Chris Garrett, I have not had trouble with Windows 10 on this desktop. Dell, still got the Dell image, but Windows 10 has been updated. Ken Stout, to me, good one. Eating is what's next. Comments on my internet speed. Oh my gosh. Ken Stout's internet speed, can you believe it? He is struggling through, what's it got? Like only 1 gigabit per second up and down? How do you live with that? I don't know. Jeez. Ken, my sympathies. How many times does Doug do a Raspberry on his show? John Williams, on my Windows 10 Pro computer, started up fine, but no taskbar icons. Weird. Restart. Restart before trying to fix it. BH Ringer. Another way to get 5A timestamp URL, right-click on a video and select copy video URL at current time. Oh, another way to get the 5, forget the 5. That's typo. Another way to get a timestamp URL, right-click on a video and select copy video URL at current time. All right, let's go try to demonstrate that. Right-click in the video, copy video URL. I don't see at current time. Maybe that has to be a video that has already played. So try this one. Oh, there it is. So when you're doing a replay, copy video URL at current time. Then when you go to a new page and paste, yeah, it shows the timestamp there. I did not know that. Now then another thing is that, see up here in the URL, it says T equals 7 seconds. that was the time that this video started, which implies that that's where I was last at with it, I think. If I Control-C copy that, now that should paste at 7 seconds. Yeah, see, it's just 7 seconds into it. It's kind of hard to tell that there. I guess if I then share that, yeah, see, it shows there, it confirms that was at 7 seconds. So if you see a timestamp up here in the URL, that I'm not sure when that timestamp shows up there. Did you try rebooting the computer? That would be for the missing taskbar icons. I have to take a Zoom meeting. Bye for now. Goodbye. Do a restart. That's for the taskbar icons. That's chit chat between people. Your lock screen can be the same as your desktop background if your settings choice for both lock screen and background are set to Windows Spotlight. That's not happening for me. I have them both set, don't I? Well, actually, no, I have the Bing wallpaper now. So let's go over to the other monitor here. If I go look at personalize, and then I can come over here and show. I want to get to screens. Oh, here, background is Windows Spotlight. So I have Windows Spotlight, but down here, the Bing wallpaper, no, that's the lock screen. That's not wallpaper. I need to get wallpaper. I tell you what, this thing with Windows 11 being different, it not only messes me up for Windows 11, but it messes me up for Windows 10. Show Windows background, choose your desktop background. Oh, my background is set to picture. So when you have this Bing setting, apparently that automatically sets for picture. And, oh, I don't have Spotlight available for the background, which is what the desktop wallpaper is called. Oh, geez. Good grief. Yes, 3 times now working. So he restarted the computer 3 times and those taskbar icons came back. Seldom Ball, virtual desktops have nothing to do with VMs. They let you organize your tasks with Windows 10 as separate desktops, only one of which is visible. Okay, you're referring to, and I'm not going to click on it, because we know what happened last time when I clicked on that task view below the mouse button. I'm not even going to float the mouse over it, because I think that's all it took to crash the stream, and I have not tested that yet. Virtual desktops is not virtual machines. They let you organize your tasks. So when he was talking about virtual, or somebody was talking about virtual desktops before, I interpreted that to be virtual machines. The original question, since you asked questions, do any of your clients use virtual desktops? No, they don't. So he was talking about the virtual desktops, and I have experimented with myself, and I found it doesn't do what I wanted to do. I thought maybe I could have one virtual desktop for my Windows Daily Stream and the other virtual desktop set up with Fortnite. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work, because when I went to the other virtual desktop, well, and even like moving icons on the desktop, they weren't distinct from each other. So I haven't gone far enough in testing that. I'm still curious to see if there is something useful for it, but none of my clients are using that. Oh, let's see. I got to get back to where I was at. Just down here. What's ACP? Seems like we got some here to fix. Jim, normals have no use for virtual machines or virtual desktops. That's typically a thing that programmers use to test software. I don't know if that programmers use virtual desktops. It seems like a different phase of your work, or perhaps maybe all it does is you can have a game that you're playing on one virtual desktop and the bus comes by and you click real quick on the other desktop, which has all of your business applications open, so it looks like you're working. If you work at an office where they're not going to like that, don't tell them you found out about that here. Just saying. It would usually damage the Windows menu. I'm not sure what that was. Let's see. Oh, Windows in the past, especially Windows 10 very early days, would do goofy stuff like this. It would damage the Windows menu. Affordable Connectivity Program, that's what ACP is. As the government pays $30 off of your bill. Chris, I have UVerse and not changing until I get fiber connection. What? No, that don't make sense. I have UVerse and I'm not changing until I get fiber connection. So once you get fiber connection, then you're going to change away from UVerse. I know that's not what you meant. I might be able to get down the bill. I may be able to do that. I will look into it, maybe with Dish also. Second time that's happened for John. I found that this feature helps a lot in my workflow. Oh, so you're using the different virtual desktops. I have email and Teams on one desktop, current set of active applications, terminal window, editor, compiler, etc. on another. I suppose what I was describing about having Fortnite on one screen and Windows Daily on another, one way I could do that is to have separate login accounts so that you can be logged in with two different user accounts at the same time. They're not going to be on screen at the same time, but you can switch back and forth between them. The switch isn't as quick as it is for virtual desktops. And of course, the other way is use virtual machines, have the gaming in one of the virtual machines. I'm not doing that. Wow, John Williams, you heard about the Samsung drive that failed on me. My energy level is starting to fade. This Charter Spectrum should have RAN cable in my area. Line stops about 8 miles up the road. They could have done that years ago. When they were TCI cable, they would have gotten customers. That's why I kind of appreciate the tool from Samsung. I found the problem. Oh, that's a different person. 18 bad blocks. I really appreciate my new Western Digital software. Are you implying, Lawn Dog, that the Samsung tool found bad blocks that some other tool failed to find? It seems like any tool should be able to find bad blocks. Does it make that much of a difference from one tool to another? Some of you may know the answer to that. Inquiring minds want to know. How far behind am I? Oh no, I'm not going to catch up with all that. We're about to end this. I'm getting choked up again. I don't see myself in orange anymore, so I'll go ahead and put this to rest. Okay, I'm going to try the lock screen. Yeah, I'll go straight to the lock screen. Here's my email address if you want to send a question for me to respond to during a Windows Daily show. Yeah, that's the name of this series. Or if you'd like to request a remote support session, we can do the session publicly during a live stream on Saturday, or we could do it privately during some other day of the week that I would publish it later. Prefer to have you come in on Zoom, preferably with your camera, but neither of those points are required. And with that, I will bid you farewell, and I'm going to press Windows key L. And how do I know if it's still going or not? I don't have any way of knowing. I'm seeing my lock screen over here, and it should be the lock screen, same lock screen that Baby Beast has. So let's see, I'm just bringing that up. 1, 2, 3, and I have to lock Baby Beast again. It is not the same. Okay, so far it has been the same, but it's not the same now. Now, if I click here and put in my PIN code, I'll get back and I can go look at, I can rewind the stream. Stream Deck is dead. Stream Deck is dead. I can't push a button to switch to a different camera setting. Oh, there it just came alive. And then I could come over here and rewind my video. That's yesterday's stream. Pause that and see. No, that's still the wrong shirt. I have to look down at my shirt to recognize which video I'm at. Here. So now let's see. What did you guys see while all that was happening? Oh, I can click live because it's not going to end. I'm still streaming. And then hammer back 5 seconds at a time. So you were just seeing the camera on me. You were seeing whatever scene I had left on. That's what it is. All right. Goodbye. Get out of here, Doug. Click the button.